All right, what is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Super excited for today's video. Coming at you guys with another viewer request. We're going to take a look at the TAP token. Okay, this is ticker symbol XTP, breaking things down on the daily time frame, and we're going to go over some of the key levels of support and resistance, as well as the current chart pattern that we have forming right now. Now, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're going to jump straight into it. And of course, as always, none of this video is financial advice, rather just going over some of the data on the charts and giving you guys the key levels and areas of interest that I'm paying attention to. Now, when it comes to this, the first thing that I notice is we're forming this falling wedge, indicated by this trend line and this trend line here in white. Now, this is a bullish chart pattern. And you would see price action zigzag in between here as price action squeezes, ultimately looking for a breakout to the upside. And in a perfect world scenario, it's going to take you up here to the range of where the pattern began, right in this area of about 0.016 up to about 0.018. But there's lots of work for that to be done and for that to play out. So for now, we're just watching the pattern form, and we're going to see if it gets invalidated or if it becomes validated and we get the breakout. Now, when it comes to major resistance, currently we're battling 0.00739. As you can see, we held it as support here about 4 times, all right, on the daily time frame. But we most recently flipped it to resistance, and we're currently trading below that level right now. So that's our major overhead resistance that we're battling currently at the moment. All right, we do have this little trend line here that we've tested 3 times, and the more times that you test the trend line, the weaker it gets. So we need to be very mindful that if we continue rejecting this level and we're not able to push up higher right here, then there is a strong chance we could break that trend line. And if we do, the next major support level is going to be right around 0.00419. That's going to be, so these are basically the 2 levels that I'm paying attention to the most right now. And if we are able to get above our resistance level here, 0.00964, 0.0118, and 0.01466 are going to be the remaining major resistance levels that I'll be paying attention to as well. Now, let's say we get a breakdown. Okay, we find some support around here, and then we come up and we try to get a breakout. We need to be very mindful of a look above and fail. Okay, so if we do get a breakout of this chart pattern, all right, a look above and fail is significant because on a breakout, bulls are presented the opportunity to continue the breakout and push price up higher. But rather, if they look above and fail and get a false breakout and come back down into the range, that's going to be pretty significant. And the reason being is because they're fully presented the opportunity to push price higher and they're given the chance. Rather than doing so, it shows that bears are in control and that bears are maintaining that selling pressure. So be very mindful of that. If you do get a breakout, preferably you'd look for a breakout, retest, and then continuation higher. All right, that's typically what you're going to be looking for. But now that we went over those major levels, let's say we do get a bear case scenario and we break this trend line here, and we also break our major support level of 0.00419. We do have a small demand zone down here from about 0.00237 down to about 0.001611. So that'll be the next really key area of interest. As you can see, where we consolidated a little bit in the past. All right, and we had a couple candlesticks really chop here before ultimately getting that really nice push high. Now the token has pretty much exploded in price here recently, and things have started to pull back since. If you take a look, it was a really huge rally over 3,000%. And there was a lot of attention around this, surrounding this token. But the whole crypto market as a whole in general was also rallying since the beginning of the year. And a lot of these altcoins that had a lot of news or catalyst or launching, things like that, they saw tremendous price pumps. And so it's no surprise that as things are starting to cool off, you're seeing a big pullback in some of these altcoins. And some of that money and some of those profits rotating back into Bitcoin. I know a lot of people were confused, I think maybe last week or over the last 2 weeks, where some of the altcoin market was actually pulling back, but Bitcoin was still piling higher. And the reason being is because people are taking profits on a lot of these meme coins, on a lot of the shit coins, and a lot of the altcoins, right? Not all of them are always going to be solid projects. A lot of times they're just instruments for trading for people. And so, they go ahead and they take those profits, and you'll see them put them those profits sometimes into Bitcoin, into Ethereum. We had USDC, some issues with USDC here recently, and with the whole depegging. And so, on top of that, we have the bank failure. So it's just a lot of things that aren't really trustworthy right now. And Bitcoin is the OG of the cryptocurrencies, and now has been a really good reminder to a lot of people of why they originally started investing into Bitcoin. And just the whole system of it being decentralized and being able to own your own currency essentially, and not have someone else really control it, or have the banks control it. As we see, banks are collapsing. You can't really trust them. Sometimes you can't trust the dollar. The Fed just pretty much keeps printing and printing whenever they want. They've been rolling assets off their balance sheet, and then the bank collapse and they add 300 billion just like that in the snap of a finger. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Don't forget, I do these viewer requests every week. So if you want to see your token, your crypto in the next one, all you got to do is smash that like button, subscribe, comment down below, letting me know which ticker symbol it is, and I'll get to it as soon as I can.